friends. It's so beautiful to see you all arriving together in this moment. We're so grateful for these moments of being together, and especially in this blessed month of Ramadan, to be able to gather by heart and by eye, even if not in close physical proximity. But we hold you all so much in our hearts and feel all the love and prayers flowing, embracing this world. So we'd like to begin this morning with some moments of meditation and inward dhikr. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. May we settle with the breath, this gift of life. Opening with each breath with gratitude for this moment, for every moment with which we are gifted through the source of our beloved sustainer. That infinite source of sustenance, of love, of light. And allowing this breath to wash us clear. Breathing out any tightness of heart. Relaxing the mind, the body. Grateful for this new breath. And we open our awareness further within the heart to that non-dimensional point of connection with our infinite source. The source of all sustenance. Breath by breath. Ya Razzaq. O you who provide all nourishment, the source of our sustenance. Ya Nur, O you who are light. And with the out breath, we might accompany with Ya Razzaq, aware of this flowing of nourishment. Through the heart, being the breath of sustenance throughout our world as well. And with the in-breath, Ya Nur, O you who are light. As Hazrati Mevlana says, feed on the light. Be like an eye. Like the angels, make glorification of God your sustenance. Breathing out, Ya Razzaq. And in, Ya Nur, Ya Razzaq, Ya Nur, Ya Razzaq, Ya Nur. This light that feels infinite grace filling us, every cell of our bodies. Ya Nur, Ya Razzaq, nourishing us, allowing us to gift that nourishment to all those around us. Bringing light into the sanctuary of the heart, the sanctuary of our homes. Inshallah, the sanctuary of this earth and sky, radiating through the heavens. Ya Nur, Ya Razzaq. bathed with this light. We open our hearts with the prayer of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, recited every morning by beloved Mevlana. Opening the flowing of the nourishment, the Razzaq of the Noor. O God, grant me light in my heart, light in my grave, light in front of me, light behind me, light to my right, light to my left, light above me, light below me, light in my ears, light in my eyes, light on my skin, light in my hair, light within my flesh, light in my blood, light in my bones. O God, increase my light everywhere. O God, grant me light in my heart, light on my tongue, light in my eyes, light in my ears, light to my right, light to my left, light above me, light below me, light in front of me, light behind me, and light within myself. Increase my light. Allahumma jalli nuran fi qalbi, wa nuran fi qalbi, wa nuran bayna yadayya, wa nuran min khalfi, wa nuran an yamini, wa nuran an shamali, wa nuran min fawki, wa nuran min tahti, wa nuran fi sahmi, wa nuran fi basari, wa nuran fi shari, wa nuran fi bashari, wa nuran fi lahmi, wa nuran fi dami, wa nuran fi idami. Allahumma dim li nuran wa jalni nura. Allahumma jal fi qalbi nuran, wa fi lisani nuran, wa fi basari nuran, wa fi sami nuran, wa an yamini nuran, wa an yasari nuran, wa min fawki nuran, wa min tahti nuran, wa min amami nuran, wa min khalfi nuran, wa jali fi nafsi nuran, wa adim li nura. Ya Nur ala Nur. And in heaven is your provision. From the sun, behind the sun, behind the sun, the source of all sustenance. Ya Razzaq, Ya Nur. Ya Nur ala Nur. Subhanallah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Evalahu. Amen.
Thank you, Camille. Welcome, dear friends. Let's make a prayer for each other this morning, a community intention, and a call that our bodies be healthy, that our hearts be strong, and that our souls be at peace. And that we use this precious time we've been given, the time of seclusion, the gift of halvet, of a kind of retreat, to use it wisely, to go deep inside. We have this inner life, this inner being, and the beautification, the purification, the lifting up of that inner life, that inner being, is a profound and beautiful human work. This is the work of real spirituality. This is the path that we're on. And maybe in this time we're beginning to glimpse life in a new way. Maybe you've asked the question of, well, what is the purpose of this life? Or what is the purpose of my life? And it's you who will give your life purpose. Maybe before our attention was focused on attaining certain things in the outer world. And if we invested too much of ourselves in those desires, in those concerns, then we will have neglected something much more beautiful, which is a transcendent purpose, which is a heavenly purpose, and which is communion with our divine source that we call the beloved. And that is very real. It offers a possibility of realizing and experiencing something quite extraordinary and beautiful, and bringing heaven down to earth. That's what the human being is here for. And that one sovereign, that one beloved, is calling us more than we know. Mevlana tells us this in so many ways, so many of his Ghazals, and also in the Mesnavi, he is addressing this great and infinite you. You, you, you. He knew how to make this call. He knew the importance of making this call. And in the face of that infinite beauty and that infinite love, he experienced his own nothingness. This is the Sufi way, to come to know that in relationship to that infinity, we are nothing. But paradoxically, it's this that allows something else to come through in our lives, that allows it to trust and contentment, and even a certain kind of power where power is needed. Because we're drawing on an infinite power, we're not drawing on ourselves, our limited selves, our ego's desires. And we're living for a higher purpose and never forgetting that purpose. Recently, Layla discovered a Ghazal that she wanted to share with us, and she sent it to me, and I did a little bit of work on it. And of course, she is a great lover of Mevlana. So, Layla, if you're there, I'd like to introduce you and hear something from you
Salam Dada John, I'm here.
about discovering this Ghazal, and then if you would read it to us in Persian.
Eyvallah. Salam alaikum. Bismillah. آمده ام که تا به خود گوش کشان کشانمت، بی دل و بی خودت کنم در دل و جان نشانمت. آمده ام بهار خوش پیش تو ای درخت گل، تا که کنار گیرمت خوش خوش و می فشانمت. آمده ام که تا تو را جلوه دهم در این سرا، همچو دعای عاشقان فوق فلک رسانمت. آمده ام که بوسه ای از صنمی ربوده ای، باز بده به خوش دلی خواجه که واستانمت. گل چه بود که کل تویی، ناطق امر قل تویی، گر دگری نداندت چون تو منی بدانمت. جان و روان من تویی، فاتحه خوان من تویی، فاتحه شو تو یک سری تا که به دل بخوانمت. صید منی شکار من، گرچه ز دام جسته ای، جانب دام باز رو ور نروی برانمت. زخم پذیر و پیش رو چون سپر شجاعتی، گوش به غیر زه مده تا چو کمان خمانمت. جان و روان من تویی، فاتحه خوان من تویی. Oh sorry, I just read that. شیر بگفت مرمرا نادر آهویی، برو در پی من چه می دوی تیز که بردرانمت. نی که تو شیر زاده ای در تن آهویی نهان، من ز حجاب آهویی یک ره بگذرانمت. از حد خاک تا بشر چند هزار منزل است، شهر به شهر بردمت بر سر ره نمانمت. هیچ مگو و کف مکن، سر مگشای دیگ را، نیک بجوش و صبر کن زان که همی پزانمت. گوی منی و می دوی در چوبگان حکم من، در پی تو همی دوم گرچه که می دوانمت. ایوالله.
Thank you.
Now, would you say a few words about how this touched you, Layla?
With pleasure, Dada John. You just said it so beautifully that Mevlana has been talking about God's love and grace toward us in many different ways. And that's what I see, the beloved talking to us in such a loving way, such a endearing way that is hard from hearing from any lover on this earth, I think. And then in this time particularly, there are two verses that is as if the story of our lives at the moment. When it says, say nothing, froth not. Don't open the lid of the pot. Boil nicely, be patient, because I am cooking you. And that's exactly where we are. We are indoors, and we may feel agitated at times, as if frothing, wanting to open that door with our froth and get out, while we can boil nicely instead, calmly, patiently, and get cooked. And then in the end, it says, like, you're my ball, gui is ball, puck, if you would, in hockey, because it's about chogan, which is similar to hockey, but played on a horse with a ball. So it's as if you're my puck, and rolling at the end of my stick, and with the command of my stick. It's like as if you're running, but I am running right behind you. Which again reminds me of this poem, this beautiful poem. It's in English, Footprint on the Sand. That somebody sees a dream that he's walking on the sand with, or she's walking on the sand with God. And there are always two footprints, except in the hardships of her life, that there is only one footprint. And she complains that, God, why did you leave me on those times? It was only me, as if it was only me. And God says, I was carrying you in those hard moments. So, yeah, Eyvallah.
Eyvallah. Thank you, dear one. How beautiful. I'll share the English translation that I'm working on. And there are a few lines left out because there are lines in this Ghazal that I'm still struggling to be satisfied with, but Layla and I will continue to work on those. But in a Ghazal, it's not like the narrative of a novel. A Ghazal is a composite of insights and revelations around a singular theme. So it says, I have come to tug your ear and pull you to myself. I have come to make you selfless, to take away your heart, and so to embed you in my heart and soul. I have come unto you as a rose garden in spring, to hold you close and tenderly in my embrace. I have come to adorn you in this world, to lift you to the highest heavens, like the prayer of lovers. I have come to take back the kiss you once stole, so give it back gladly, for I have claimed you. If others don't know you, since you are me, I know you. You are my prey. I've seized you. Though you sprang from my snare, return to my snare. And if you refuse, I will drive you there. From the horizon of this earth to true humanness, there are several thousand abodes. Didn't I carry you from town to town? I never abandoned you by the roadside. Say nothing. Froth not. And don't raise the lid of this cauldron. Simmer nicely and be patient. I'm just cooking you. For you are born a lion, but hidden in the body of a deer. From that veil of a deer, I will transform you all at once. You're the ball flying at the command of my stick. I'm making you roll, yet I'm running right behind you. So thank you, Mevlana, and thank you, Leila. And Leila, let's keep scouting along in the whole on the horizons of Mevlana's Ghazals. We need scouts out there to bring back the prey, to bring back the beauties. So this is Ramadan, the third day of Ramadan. And you know, it's said that too much food numbs the heart. And fasting, which is meditation of the body, opens up the heart, sensitizes the heart. I had the experience yesterday. I think which is a kind of evidence, an example of what I'm talking about, a surprising experience where I was just sitting quietly. And suddenly I began to feel my grandparents. They are not people I think about a lot, and even my time with them in my childhood was very limited. But these were people who came to America around 1900, both of them young couples who came to America with nothing but their hopes and their wits. And it's because they came and because of their footsteps that I'm here today. And I felt the poignancy of their aspiration, their search. One grandfather was a cabinet maker, married, his name was Julian, and married to Michalina, who was a very noble soul. And 2,000 people came to her funeral. She was so loved in her community. And another grandfather who was a coal miner, who somehow managed to save enough to buy a dairy farm. And his wife Sophie, who had 9 children and died relatively young. And I felt this, their footsteps on the path of human dignity, of aspiration, of human advancement. And I had also been asking myself the question, what is it really to enter the sanctuary of my own heart? I didn't want it to just remain words on a page or a concept. And I just asked myself, what is the sanctuary of my heart at this moment? And maybe because it is Ramadan, and it was as if the heart could open up and reach out where it had never reached before. and reach to these ancestors and even more ancient ancestors and my parents. And somehow the heart could reach out and touch these lives and then I could be touched by them. And I could ask myself the question, am I worthy to carry on what they began? Can I carry it further? That journey of human realization and human dignity. And suddenly I felt a sense of my own responsibility for the debt of my own existence. And then upon reflection, I thought, alhamdulillah, Ramadan is here. Somehow this gift of an opening heart was given, but that heart is always there. Not always with this kind of sensitivity, not with this capacity to reach out and know what the heart can know. So the theme for this month is your inner being is a sanctuary. And that's what I was trying to experience. Your inner being is a sanctuary. Cleanse it with compassionate awareness. And I'd like to end our Sobet this morning with some more words from Book 3 of the Mesnevi, beginning with line 978. And Mevlana says, whether one moves slowly or with speed, the one who is a seeker will be a finder. Always seek with the whole of yourself. Always seek with the whole of yourself, for the search is an excellent guide on the way. Though you are lame and limping, though your figure is bent and clumsy, always creep toward the one. Make that one your quest. By speech, by silence, and by fragrance. Catch the scent of the sovereign one everywhere. Hevala. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. As long as we're in this world, none of us is free of faults, mistakes, and sins. May we be forgiven and may we be forgiving. Bismillah, astaghfirullah. 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 Astaghfirullah, 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 astaghfirullah. Everything in existence is the manifestation of a single source of life and being. And we say these words, La ilaha illallah, to remind us of the oneness of being and to remind us not to make idols of our ego's whims and desires. Bismillah, La ilaha illallah. 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 La and God answers all calls made in sincerity and truth. Bismillah, Ya Allah. Allah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alam nashra laka sadrak wa wadana anka wizrak alladhi anqadha dhahrak
ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب صدق الله العظيم.
We give thanks for the light under which we gather, for our Pir, Hazrati Mevlana, Jalaluddin Rumi, and for the generations of seekers and guides that have come before us, and for all those who have been our teachers.
Amen.
And we pray for the health and well-being of everyone in this circle, our families, our children, our children's children, future generations, and our world.
Amen.
And we mention at this time anyone in need of prayer or healing. And may Almighty God make our intention and our awareness sound, and bring us in readiness to the center of true beginning. And may the light of this circle be received wherever it's needed. By the breath of Mevlana, by the secret of Shamsi Tabriz, by the nobility of Imam Ali, and with the blessings of Muhammad Mustafa, mercy to the worlds. Let us say who? Assalamu alaikum. So, dear friends, I also wanted to mention that we had a conversation with our dear brother Ahmed Tijani a few days ago, and this, I believe, has been posted or will be posted. It certainly is on our Threshold YouTube channel, and hopefully on the website, the Sufi Hour with Ahmed Tijani. And I recommend listening to this, especially about a third of the way in. He begins to talk about that Ramadan was instituted for you as for people before you in order that you might learn taqwa. And he gives a beautiful elaboration on taqwa as being God consciousness, and particularly relating it to spiritual perception. And you know, this is a theme that we've often mentioned, that all of Mevlana's teachings in one way can be understood through the lens of developing our spiritual perception. So, dear Tijani was, I think he was really on a roll. Once he got started, there was no stopping him. And God bless him. He's alone. He's living on tea and bread in Ghana. And
such a dear heart.
Yes. So, Ehola. Okay, dear friends. Till next time.
Heart to heart. So
Yes.
much love.
Surely there is a window between hearts. Salam.
Salam alaikum.